This is all very cosy. Us perched on the edge of a table.
It's like a real. It's like what's that? Downton Abbey. Yeah, and you're like the wench, and I'm the lord of the manor.
Really? Is that how you
Yeah.
class yourself as?
Shh.
Well, you look like you're. We're here in Essex, but you look like you're dressed to.
Miami Vice.
I don't know. Really? Is that actually the look you were going for?
Yeah, of course. That's yeah.
Do you think you pulled it off?
Damn right I have. In Sheffield I would have done. They'd have said,
Johnny!
Oh my Jesus Christ!
such a dumbass.
Come on, come in.
What's happening?
All right, boys.
What's happening? My name's Johnny Nelson from Sheffield.
You see, it's like he's got Tourette's.
I don't know. When did Johnny suddenly get a lisp? By the way,
Former cruiserweight champion from Sheffield.
what you got about to say about?
No. We've not got there yet. We were just getting to it. But
We were warming up.
rudely interrupted by someone with Tourette's.
Johnny, just put it on a 50-50 windmill. Come on, get it out.
Oh Jesus! Well, after the story he told us earlier,
Absolutely
he'd,
not.
he'd start screaming what he was screaming.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can even say that in the interview.
How many hips have you broken in your... This is karma for you, you know.
Are we going here?
I'm not even going into this conversation. These
Me? Oh,
Oh, that's all right. Sophia. Sophia.com.
don't even start.
What were you talking about? What was the conversation?
we didn't even have to question yet. We were getting there.
No one cares about you in Sheffield no more. You're not even a has-been anymore. You're saying worse than a
You
has-been.
can't even rock up in a helicopter. How did you go out? Did you drive here or train?
I got the helicopter here.
Bye, Cougs.
I got the helicopter here.
No, you didn't.
I
You
got
asked
dropped by
Kel.
the corner.
No. You asked Kel if you
From
could
the
get in the
back.
No, you asked Kel if you could get in the helicopter, and apparently there was no room.
Well, apparently so, yeah. But I could have done if I wanted to. But I wanted to relax on the train, read the paper, just mix with
Yeah.
the folk,
Okay. Cool.
You know, with
Right.
common people.
Listen. Last time I spoke to you, we were sat at Wembley Stadium
Wicked.
the day before the event. How amazing was that event? And also, obviously, all the matchroom boxes did pretty well, didn't they?
It felt like you were at a banging party, and all of a sudden the police turned up and just cut the music and dashed everybody out. That's how I felt after Wembley, because you were on such a high with the build-up, the atmosphere itself, the fights. Every fight on the bill I thought was great. Was great.
Who were you particularly? Okay, not obviously the main event. Who were you particularly impressed by?
James DeGale. James DeGale, because on paper he had the hardest fight. The rewards were
Against Gonzalez.
Yeah, the rewards were not that high for him because people didn't know who Gonzalez was, and but actually Brandon Gonzalez, he was a good fight.
I think people knew when he kind of rocked up with Virgil Hunter.
Yeah, people in the trade thought that DeGale was going to lose because it was a tough fight, and James DeGale made easy work of it. He was fresh, he was focused, he was sharp, he was on it. Rated him to the max.
And he's poised to fight, hopefully, Carl Froch.
That's what we're talking about. They've just
October.
They've just done a slight press conference. Eddie's saying that's the fight he wants.
Do you think it will happen?
I think it'll happen. I really do. Carl Froch is talking about the likes of Chavez, a Kessler rematch, but I honestly think mass business, common sense says James DeGale. October, November time, because that's the fight the public will want to see.
Big domestic British
Big
showdown.
domestic, big return for Carl as well. Will he get paid the same kind of dough he would against somebody like Chavez? We don't know, but for bragging rights, for notoriety, I think James DeGale's the fight that he wants to go for.
And obviously you've got to be ridiculously excited about your homeboy, KELL BROOK.
I don't know what you're talking about.
5 weeks away.
I'm impartial.
Come on.
I think KELL BROOK.
You've actually been obviously on the journey with him, right? As a kid.
I think we've seen the best. No, we've missed the best 2 years of KELL BROOK because over the last 2 years, through injury, pull-outs, cancellations, I think we would have seen the best of KELL BROOK. We've missed that. Now I think what we see of him, he's still world class, but now he has to prove it. And Amir Khan's saying if KELL BROOK wins, yeah, he deserves a shot at me. I totally agree with Amir Khan. Amir Khan's proved he's world class. Kell hasn't. So this is a chance for KELL BROOK to prove that he's world class, and in doing so, he's got to beat Sean Porter and beat him well. The best KELL BROOK beats the best Sean Porter. If KELL BROOK is 10% out performance-wise, and I mean fitness, I mean technique, I mean ability, I mean focus, mental strength, if any of that's out of sync, he loses.
Do you think Sean Porter is a better opponent for him than the likes of Devon Alexander. Because you remember we all watched the fight together in Germany, and we were rooting for the fact that we said Sean Porter would be the better opponent, and Kell was happy with that.
But because he's there to be hit. He's rugged, he's crude, he's a crude version of Kell. Devon Alexander, his heart's being tested. When his heart's tested, he doesn't want to know. And Porter put it on him and broke his heart to the point where he was just complaining. He didn't want to know. So the referee, he lost the fight, and fair and square. I think with Porter is made for Kell. He's a crude version of Kell. He's not more technically supreme. He's not technically fitter. We don't know how strong he is. Paulie Malignaggi says he's amazingly strong, even though he knocked nobody out 2.5 years previously to their fight. So that kind of made Paulie trying to tell us something without actually saying it, if you know what I mean.
You said it, not me.
So they've got to keep an eye on it, and so I think Kell, if he's on top form, he does a job.
Do you think the last 2 years of massive frustration for him, injuries for him, his opponents, do you think it's made him mentally a stronger fighter?
It's made him hungry. It's made him frustrated. It's made him bitter. It could have made him lose track, lose focus. If he loses this fight, he will do. He'll think, you know what, I've gone through too much to get to stage now and slip up. I had 3 cracks at the world title. The first time I was 22, I drew for it. Second time I was 23, 24, I lost. Mentally I wasn't mature enough, I wasn't ready, I wasn't experienced enough, I didn't have the confidence enough. But when I eventually won it, at a time where it was my last chance, if I didn't win, I had to walk away. So when I won it, that was at a time when I really believed I belonged there. I really believed I was the best in the world. And I think with Kell, he probably thinks he's the best, but he has to do something to prove to himself and everybody else that he's one of the best in the world. He's world-class elite. So this fight will tell him and everybody else that.
He's 28, so do you feel this is a final, you said you were obviously a lot younger. Do you think this is a final shot for him?
This is it. Unless Amir Khan down the line wins the world title and says, yeah, come on, I'll take this pushover against KELL BROOK and makes that mistake. But otherwise, I think this is it for Kell, and Kell knows that.
And confident he'll bring that title home?
Confident. I think he makes Sean Porter look like he's been hit by a bus, or he stops him inside the distance, because he'd be like a bull in a matador. Kell is an excellent offensive and defensive fighter. I think when Porter comes onto him, tries to rush him, Kell picks him off, pops him hard. Doesn't just run, he runs up, he steps out of the way and beats him up at the same time. So I think Kell could really put on quite a show out there in Carson, California.
And we've got a big show up in Liverpool this weekend. Bellew and Cleverly. Now, obviously, if they come through both their fights, it looks like we've got potentially a great clash against them November time. Yeah,
of course it is. And these guys have got to put on a show. If they put on a show, again, we've got another potential good domestic dust-up. I don't know what's changed. I don't know what they've changed from when they boxed the last time, apart from both of them moving up to cruiserweight.
Obviously, they'll both be a lot stronger. Yeah, do you think it will be a more explosive
fight? Will it suit Bellew? Will it suit Cleverly? I think last time Cleverly won a close fight. Bellew may differ. So both fighters, the extra weight should favour both of them. But I just think, let's see how confident both fighters are, how much movement they've got on their career and ability since the last time they boxed, and their cruiserweight debuts. There's nothing you can take away from that. Let's see what happens in Liverpool come Saturday, and then when it comes to the rematch with those two, let's see what happens then.
Great. Well, lastly, how'd the hip operation? Are you still a cripple, or can you walk?
I'm not a cripple, I'm a machine. And I had the operation. I was like dancing a jig within 24 hours, and you wouldn't even tell. I've got a big scar on the side of me. I'm telling people.
I don't know that people really want to know this.
It's a shark bite, or it was when I was in the army. That's my excuse. It's a shark bite, or when I was in the army.
I think people may be able to find out the real truth to the story in Kugan's interview earlier.
Yeah, Kugan's a liar, and you've got Tourette's. I don't know what she was telling him. I kept out of the conversation. I thought it was a load of rubbish. I thought, I am not confirming or denying any of it, but you're out of order.
Right, well, this has been most enjoyable. I'll let you... You're not going, obviously, by chopper, so I think... Have you got a car? Is that it?
No, or you... I use the guard.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome.